Good morning, everyone. Now, all of us are privy to the fact that government is opening up economy in the full fledged. Government has done its part. Now we have to do our part. Our part is to support the economy by conspicuous consumption. As they say in English language, economy is us. We are economy. If we spend money, economy will thrive, it will flourish, it will zoom astronomically. So be prodigal, go out and spend. As Warren Buffett has said, consumers must save only 4%. Spend 96%, then and then your economy is going to survive. If you are going to save 96% and spend only 4%, there will be not a shred of economy left. So, now our part is to start conspicuous consumption. Spend more money right now. And when economy is back on the track, it's improved. It has been recovered, revived, revitalized, and rejuvenated. Then you can plunge into saving for future. Future is far away. Present is now. And the present demands us to spend money conspicuously. So today's subject is shop till you drop. Shop, and shop. Meaning conspicuous consumption. There are two types of consumptions are there. One type is need-based consumption. Second is greed-based consumption. If you buy something because you need it desperately, that is need-based consumption. But if you don't need something and still you buy, like you buy second car, second home, more clothes, more shoes, you don't need anything, but you just go ahead and buy to flaunt, just to flaunt. That is called conspicuous consumption. Conspicuous consumption gives two advantages. One advantage is that this advantage gives you loss of satisfaction. Second advantage is that it gives boost, stimulus to your economy. So, I have prepared 5 points to elaborate this particular concept, shop till you drop, or conspicuous consumption. So point number 1 is, economy is us, and prodigal customers make it. Frugal customers mar it. If you are prodigal, spendthrift, you like to spend lots of money, you are going to help the economy to survive. And if you are frugal, if you are stingy, then you are going to mar economy, you are going to destroy economy. So as soon as economy opens, you better spend little more money. Don't worry about the future. Future is still at the distance. Present is right now. So spend conspicuously, go out and buy, even if you don't need it. Be greedy buyer. Be impulsive buyer and buy. And you are definitely going to jack up the economy to the jack. Point number 2 is, conspicuous consumption always creates a spike in demand of comprehensive category of goods and jobs. When we spend money, that spend money is going to compel this conspicuous consumption is going to cause manufacturers to manufacture more, promote goods in the market more, supply the goods in the market more. We're going to consume more, and this way, demand of capital would rise, demand of raw material would rise, demand of every single thing will rise, and ultimately demand of jobs also will rise. These manufacturers are going to hire more and more people, we are going to get job, we are going to earn money, and we are going to be able to spend on the conspicuous consumption. So it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. When you spend the money, it is going to create jobs, and is this money going to come back to you in the same cycle? Point number 3 is conspicuous consumption is only the monumental factor driving economy astronomically. For example, you go to Bombay, lots of business. Go to Ahmedabad, little less business. Go to Rajkot, yet little less business. Come to Junagadh, yet little less business. From Junagadh you go to Keshod, very least business. And in Keshod you go to some village, no business at all. Why? Only the reason. Conspicuous consumption. In Bombay, people spend money like there is no tomorrow. They shop till they drop. In Ahmedabad, Rajkot, Junagadh, they save little more, spend little less. But in these villages, they save most of the money and spend least of the money. So wherever there is the most money spent, there is conspicuous consumption, and the businesses would flourish over there astronomically. And wherever the consumers are going to hold back on the spending, they are not going to spend on conspicuous consumption. They are going to save 96% and spend only 4%. There will not be any kind of economic activities at all. So economy is us. Economy thrives, economy depends, economy flourishes. Economy stimulates only on the basis of conspicuous consumption. And when there is no conspicuous consumption, don't expect there is economic activity at all. Point number 4 is conspicuous consumption will create inflation. There is no question about it. Conspicuous consumption will create inflation. But inflation is better than deflation, stagflation, recession, and depression. Say, for example, if you don't spend money conspicuously, save 96%, and spend only 4%, you are definitely going to see the recession, deflation, no inflation, but deflation, stagflation, recession, and ultimately depression. But if you are going to spend 96% and save 4%, there will be inflation, but short-term inflation. Eventually, inflation will be corrected, and economy will be back on the track. So, you have nothing to worry about inflation. We had a governor known as Dr. Y.V. Reddy. He was the governor of Reserve Bank of India. One day he was asked a question by the reporter, that, sir, what are you going to do about 8% inflation in India? He retorted. He asked the question of the question. He said, what do you mean, what to do with the recession, what the inflation? Inflation, he says, is the good. Inflation is the disease of the rich nation. 8% inflation in India shows that India is getting rich. And he was absolutely on the dot. Answer was perfectly right. Inflation shows that your nation is catching up. Your nation is actually having that conspicuous consumption, and the conspicuous consumption is going to create inflation. But remember, short-term inflation. If conspicuous consumption lasts for a long time, this conspicuous consumption is going to correct inflation automatically, and we are not going to have inflation, deflation, or stagflation, recession or deflation. Recession or depression. Our economy is going to be on the very solid fundamentals. Point number 5 is run deficit but kill recession. Keynes has said, John Maynard Keynes has said that run deficit is okay, but kill recession. If you don't kill recession, your deficit is going to become deeper. Your nation is going to sink into recession. Even it can sink into depression ultimately. So, according to Keynes, run deficit. It says to the government, they spend more money. If your budget, say for example, is 17 lakh crore rupees like India has, go for 18 lakh crore. Borrow 1 lakh crore rupees from any source. But spend 1 lakh crore more, and this spending is going to revive and revitalize the economy, stimulate your economy. And he has said the people, hey people, save only 4%, spend 96%. And he has said to the government, hey government, spend 80% and save 20% by hook or by crook. That is the most efficacious definition of economy to have very solid, healthy, wholesome fundamentals of economy. No inflation, no deflation, no stagflation, no recession, no depression. Now, COVID, as you all know, has devastated global economy. 25% devastation has been created. Every nation's GDP has dipped very deep into the malaise. And only consumer can correct it. Only consumer can revive it, revitalize it, and take it out of the recession and ultimate depression. So don't be stingy. Don't be frugal. Be prodigal and spend. It is better for everyone, better for the nation, better for the society, better for community, better for your family, better for yourself. Thank you very much for listening today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, God bless you all. Amen.